Yo, what is up? This brand started its campaign in August 2023. Now, Sprime sounds like a collab between Supreme and Prime, two very trendy brands of our time. Now, the product they have promised is ahead of the competition, and now it's here. Let's unbox it. Okay, before we kick off the unbox, my hand's 21 by 10. So if the mouse looks a little bit small, it's because I've got slightly bigger hands. I've also got very sweaty fingertips and a clammy hand. And this is the Sprime 119 free shipping. This is a 43 gram mouse. We're gonna unbox it right now. Pull out the side cover, flip it open, reveals the mouse. Unfortunately, the dongle fell off. I tried to put it up here and make it look cool, but that's how it looks like. We'll pull off the dongle and show it to you. This is the Ninjutsu Sora kind of dongle. It has a light in the middle here, and then there is some cutouts there that angle the plastic so that it makes the light shine a little bit, diffuses the light all around, and then makes it more brighter in the middle, I suppose. I'll put the dongle aside, check out what's inside the accessory box. I've actually done this 5 times because I've recorded this video 5 times and all kinds of problems that I've had. And this is the paracord, of course. Unfortunately, there is no angle on that head, but you're not using this mouse as a wired mouse anyway, so who cares. We'll pull out everything that's in the box, including the extra set of PTFE feet. Now, these PTFE feet are very good. If I do not reuse them on this mouse, I will find another use for them on another mouse. The other piece of paraphernalia here is some warranty card maybe, and these are like lizard skins, very thin side grips, very sticky. It has a nice texture, if you can see. Very high quality. Now, if I don't use these on this mouse, I will find use for another mouse. Maybe you need to edit it a little bit, cut it here and there, trim it up to make it fit, but very nice quality, high quality grips. And the last piece of gear here is probably the most important one, which is the set of stickers. Nice matte stickers. There's 6 of them. Take them to school, trade them during recess, shake hands. Here you go. Let's put all these aside and pull out the mouse itself. This is very pretty mouse. The white is like Alpine white. You know what's Alpine white, right? BMW white. Very white and very nice. Look at the back. It is transparent. It has a transparent bottom. You can see the internals. You can even see the PCB cut out, and you can see a couple of 3 holes right in the middle here of the PCB for extra weight reduction, I suppose. And then the battery is mounted vertically in relation to the mouse. It's mounted this way, and those are the 2-way tape holding the battery down. Very cool looking mouse. Let's have a look at the mouse. Put all the accessories aside for the time being. And regarding the size and shape, I have 21 by 10 fingers, and this still fits me. It's not like an aggressive ergo where it's you know, high, which has a high hump. This is more of a mild ergo. This is in fact kind of like smaller than a thorn. It's definitely smaller than a Death Adder, as you can see. Death Adder kinds of fills your hand up. This one is kind of like a medium version of that. However, the mouse still fills my hand easily. Even with its smaller size, I can palm grip it. I can 1-3-1 grip it if I wanted to, and you know, use the scroll wheel that way if I wanted to, but I don't. I have like kind of like a relaxed claw. I still feel the contact in my palm, both sides here. So this is very comfortable even for a large hand. For a smaller hand, For a small hand, you might feel this mouse is a little bit on the big side. I'm not too sure, but I don't think this is going to be a problem for most people. This is a really nice shape and size. The build quality, you can see the panel gaps are super tight. Even when you compare it to a brand like Logitech, you can take a look at the gapage, and you can see the difference there. Very low tolerance manufacturing from the Sprime factory floor, which means this thing is manufactured well. They made it well. They purposely made tight gaps. Not only is it aesthetically pleasing, it also kind of like stops dirt from getting trapped inside, right? Smaller holes. Look at the VXE, very wide gaps. But this VXE is half the price of a Sprime. So there you go, very good build quality. If you squeeze it everywhere, there might be some baby creaks here and there, but that's expected of a new mouse. Everything is just been freshly screwed. They've not loosened up, they've not settled on at their place yet. So if you twist it, if you squeeze it, you might get a few sounds, but I'm not getting any at the moment, even though I'm squeezing pretty hard. So I'm pretty happy with the build quality of the mouse. Now the coating itself, there is a coating or no coating, I'm not sure. It is a very smooth finish. It is not as a grippy feeling as a G Pro Superlight. Now the G Pro has kind of a grippy feeling, but the VXE has more of a grippy feeling. The VXE has a grippy feeling like an endgame gear. In fact, it leaves smudges like an endgame gear. It doesn't look very pretty when you sit it on a table like that and you have to look at it from a distance. You can see the smudges everywhere. You're not going to get that with the Sprime because it does not attract smudges. Even though with my sweaty, greasy fingers, yes, my sweat will transfer into it, but it won't leave any smudges because it's repelling it. Just like the G Pro Superlight, it also does not attract smudges, although my sweat still transfers onto the smooth coating, smooth surface, but over time, once it dries off, the smudges do not stay there. Whereas something like an endgame gear or the VXE, these smudges will stay there for weeks. It'll stay there forever if you left them there, especially if they're black color. It's more pronounced that way. In the white VXE, I don't think it is very noticeable. You can't really see it because it's white. It masks the smudges, so you can't really see it when you have white mouses. So that's the coating that I have. I don't know if this is any kind of rubberized coating or not. I do get to feel like, you know, the grip is fine for me. It could be just smooth plastic that is sanded down to make it even smoother. It is extremely smooth. It's like a baby's backside, but I can't really tell if there is a rubber coating on it or not. The feet itself are the best part of the mouse, in my opinion. I've said that Lamzu makes the best mouse feet. Maybe they don't anymore, because the one on the Sprime is absolutely incredible. It feels really fast and smooth. I got a hair here I got to remove because I can see it. Oh my goodness, get away. But yeah, very nice feet. I will not be replacing this feet anytime soon with dots or any kind of other feet. I'm going to take care of it. I'm not going to scratch it on the table. I'm going to keep it on mouse pads only. Make sure that it stays in good condition because I like it that much. Yeah, that's it. Let's connect it and see what's going on. The user interface is web-based, so you don't need to download any kind of thing. The light should go on that when I turn on the mouse. Let me turn on the mouse and it's connecting. There's a green light. It means it's ready to go, I suppose. It has 8,000 Hertz polling capability, but I don't think so as yet. The mouse material is made of fiber composite, so it's supposed to be very light. Let me authorize it on the site and see if it'll pair immediately up. Again, fiber composite material, supposed to be 43 grams. We will weigh shortly and I will show it to you. This is the user interface, web-based. You go to Sprime GG and you click on it, and this is where it gets you. Here's where you customize all your mouse buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's all there, no problem. Go to performance. This is where you set your DPI. Again, web-based, I'm clicking on the 1600 because this is how I like it. Lift-off distance, either low or medium. There is no numbers to click for you there. Report rate is your polling numbers. You have 8,000, but not yet. I don't know if we're going to be using the same dongle for 8,000 capability, but we will see in the future. Right now, it's only a 1 kHz polling rate. System mode, you've got high speed and competitive. We'll leave it at competitive. And then this is your macro, where you want to set your macros, and then your settings are all here. You can update firmware if there is one. Let me click on it. There's nothing going on there. So this is the website configurator, you could say. Again, I was saying this mouse has is fiber composite. It doesn't feel like plastic, if I'm being honest, but it could be plastic, or it could be a mix of plastic and fiber and carbon or whatever. I'm not sure, but it weighs at 45.3, 45.4 grams. It's supposed to be 43, so go sue them. Compare that with a VXE Pro, is 49.2, 49.3. Now I can tell you immediately that even though it is only a 4 gram difference between the VXE and the Sprime, I feel like the Sprime is featherweight. It feels so light, like there's nothing there. When I'm on the VXE, it feels heavy. It feels like when I'm comparing it, right, it feels like it's over 60 grams, but it's not. But this feels so light, and maybe it's a combination of the size, because it's, you know, it has it's ergo shape, higher hump, and because it has much smoother feet, this gives me the illusion that it is lighter than it actually is. Only 4 gram difference, but I feel like it's a 10-15 gram difference, and I think the difference is because of the size. It's slightly bigger, so it feels lighter, and the feet is super smooth, so it feels like it's lighter, and I think that's why it feels that way. But anyway, that is my first impression of the Sprime. I hope this video makes it in the end. I had so many issues with recording it. This is the 5th time I'm recording it because I had audio issues, I had video issues, I had memory issues. 5 times I did this, and I did this almost full 5 recordings. But anyway, hope you appreciate it. And yeah, this is the Sprime PM1. $119 right now. I think it's worldwide, free shipping. Thanks for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.